Hello there, welcome to history at grade 9. So we are going to look at the November control test of 2022. So within the context of this video, we are going to present to you the question and answers of this question paper of November 2022. So we have got our question paper to your left, and of course our marking guideline is to the right. So to our question paper, we're going to start on the instructions and information, whereby it reads that this question paper comprises of two compulsory questions, which means we have to answer all the questions that are in this question paper. We have got only two questions and they are compulsory, which means you have to answer all the questions that we have. So moving on to now the first part of our question paper. We see that we have got the matching parts, whereby it reads link the laws passed by the apartheid government in column A with the correct explanation in column B. Write only the correct letter in the answer column provided. So we are going to refer to the correct answers that we have according to our marking guideline. So you'll see that we have our responses is shown, whereby on Immorality Amendment Act, the correct answer that we have is F, which means this act prohibited sexual relationships between white and other races. And then on number 2, Group Areas Act. So the correct answer is that this act forced a physical separation between races by creating different residential areas for them. And then we have got the number 3, Reservation of Separate Amenities Act, which we have the correct match being our E. This act enforced the segregation in all public places and on public transport. So we also have on number 4, whereby it is the Bantu Authorities Act, and the match that we have, which is correct, is B. This act provided for the establishment of black homelands. And then we will go to number 5, Population Registration Act, which we have the match on C. This act led to the creation of a national register in which every person's race was recorded. So this is what we have in terms of our 1.1. So we move on to the next part, which is now our 1.2, which reads choose the correct answer from the box below to fill in the blanks. Write down the correct answer only. Of course, we have got the box that we have got responses that we have to choose from. Of course, we have got Bantustan, we have got segregation, slum, born freeze, treason, racism. With our question 1.2.1, we've got the false idea that a certain group of people is better than others is known as. So see that this is racism, as indicated in our other section. Then 1.2.2, testing the practice of creating separate facilities within the same society for the use of a particular group. So this is segregation. Then the next question: South Africans born after 1994 are called they are called born frees. And then a negative word for the reserves where black people were placed were called. Of course, we have got the Bantustan as indicated on number 4. And then 5, another word for overthrowing the government is treason, as indicated on the other section again. So this is what we have on this part. Then we move on to the next part, which is now 1.3. 1.3 reads read the Freedom Charter and answer the questions that follow. Of course, we are given the Freedom Charter that we need to go through. Then 1.3.1, what do you think is a charter? So the description of a charter, we have it, whereby it reads a charter is a statement of intent or a promise to do something. And then we go to the next sentence, which political organization drew up the Freedom Charter? So it is the ANC. And then we go to in which year was the Freedom Charter adopted? The correct answer that we have is 1955. Which race group would oppose the demands on the Freedom Charter? The whites. And then we go to 1.3.5. Which group would have been in favor of the charter? Of course, the blacks, as indicated. So enough on this section. We go to 1.4. Refer to the photograph and answer the questions that follow. We've got source 1B. You have to identify any two women in the photograph. So you have to go try to see in terms of personalities as shown in the photograph and try to identify them. So we refer again to our other section whereby we have the personalities is indicated on 1.4.1. And then 1.4.2, what are the women holding in their hands? So these are petitions. And then what is the racial significance of the women in the photograph? Each lady represented the 4 racial groups in South Africa: Indian, black, white, and colored. Then we have got 1.4.4. For what reason did the women decide to organize a protest march? Is to protest against the fact that black people had to carry passes everywhere they go. 1.4.5. As a result of this protest, people living in South Africa celebrate National Women's Day every year on 9 August as a public holiday. Evaluate the importance of this public holiday for all South Africans. So in response to that, women are respected as equals and their contribution in society is promoted. Women are seen as the backbone of society. So this is the correct response that we have. Then of course we move on to the next part, which is now 1.5. So our response to 1.5, we have them as also indicated. So we are seeing that these are our questions and responses. So we are going to proceed as we present to you the questions and the answers of this question paper.